There's a great auction this month for the coin cabinet, which is a 0% buyer's fee auction. And Coin Cabinet have been joined in this market this month by Coins of the Realm, who are having an auction on the last Saturday of the month. So that's a day before the Coin Cabinet auction. Specialising in pre-decimal coins, there are around about 300 coins available for sale. Very much worth checking out. Also, 0% buyer's premium. You pay only for the hammer price plus the postage and insurance when you win one of these auctions. It's a good way of buying coins. Check out Coins of the Realm, and also don't forget to check out the Coin Cabinets auction. And I'll put links to both below in the description for this video. Hey guys, normal Numistaka service is resumed and we're recommencing taking a look at some of the interesting coins that came out of the recent mega results, starting with this weighty platinum coin. There were only a very few of these coins made in platinum. They kind of look a bit like silver and look a bit like a gilded silver coin, but actually they weigh quite a lot more. They're a pretty weighty coin. You can see all the same micro engravings are on this coin as the regular circulation coin. You've got the year on one side and the denomination on the other. Kind of all these anti-counterfeiting measures are all there on this coin, and it's made out of platinum. And platinum is it's the flavour of the month because of the price at the moment, although this coin is not a cheap coin by any means and is likely to go for quite a lot more than the gold coin. The next couple of coins we've got here are two special coins when they came in because they were in different metals. I'd never seen or felt these kind of metals before. They've got a different weight, very different from silver or gold. And they did pretty well. They were both conserved. They were in a bit of a state when they came in. They're now, I think, absolutely beautiful. And even though, they didn't get super grades, I think they're probably the best graded of their type in the NGC population. And NGC have done a spectacular job on conserving them. They look great, they look smart, and I think they're really interesting coins. Uranium and titanium. Obviously titanium is very light. I'm not sure any of you guys know what the special property of uranium is. So on to the first of the Music Legends series. There will be two other coins in this series. The first one is Queen. And there were quite a few varieties of this coin. I think this is one of the more interesting varieties. It suffered a little bit from the gold being slightly off kilter to the background on some coins, but this one managed to get a proof 70, which is a really strong grade for this particular coin. May is the month of hope, and hope is also the magic word that will get you 2% off all of your purchases this month at the Coin Connection, the company that really prides itself in quality. As I did with the previous mega results videos, I've pulled out coins that I think are interesting or tell an interesting story, starting off with coins that are ineligible. One of the reasons a coin might be ineligible for grading is that there is no COA given, so they don't know enough about the coin to know whether they should be grading it or not. So if you have a medal and it's not one which has been graded by NGC before and you want to have it graded, you will need the original COA on that coin. It's never nice to get back details coins, but in the case of this 1862, I was actually quite happy because the coin is authentic, and I've had so many $1862 that have come in over the last couple of years, and probably 50% of them have been not genuine coins. I thought this one was genuine. It looked pretty good, but it has been cleaned in the past and therefore got a detailed grading for that. but a lot of people will still be happy to have this even in a detail slab, because they know when it's in the slab it is an authentic 1862 type 3 gold dollar from a great period. This is the American Civil War period, 1862. It was a good year, and those coins were produced up to, I think, 1887. So next up we've got a half sovereign. Very, very few Australian half sovereigns have survived. So even in pretty worn condition, it got a numeric grade. This is a spectacular result for this coin. If you get a chance, when you look at half sovereigns, to take a look, any with the Australian mint marks of Melbourne and Sydney are quite unusual. You can find the mint mark underneath the shield. So this one's an M mint mark. Very, very few M mint mark half sovereigns of any denomination. They were all worn out, and they very few of them survived. And if they're in really good condition, they can be worth tens of thousands of pounds for some of the years. But this one is still a really good value, and much more value than an English half sovereign of the same period. Here we've got another one, which is a nice big coin, great coin. This one actually came from a coin auction and was delivered to me on behalf of somebody else. NGC have made it details because of the scratches over, and you can see that when I hold it up to the light on the face. There is a little bit of that. Didn't really know whether it was going to be enough to give it a details grade, but you can see that it was still worrying enough for NGC to put it in a details holder, which is a bit of a shame. And of course you see that scratch there just across the face from the mouth upwards to the hairline, and that was enough to make it a details coin. In the auction particulars, I think this is another case where the auction house did not mention that this coin might be a details coin when it was bought. And it's really, really important, if you're an auction house and you're watching this, you must tell people if a coin is likely to be a details coin. Like this one, for example. This is a coin which seems to be pretty nice. 1817 sovereigns, very, very high demand coin. Everybody wants an 1817, the first year of the modern sovereign in their collection. But you need to watch out. If you take a look at just by the R on the rim, just in line with his nose, go all the way across, follow your eyes across to the rim, and you can see this coin has been filed down. In fact, if you look at the left hand side, there's filing on the left as well. You can see there where it shines as I'm holding it around. There's quite a lot of gold that has been taken off this coin as it's been filed around. It's got a few hairlines on it as well, so it may suffer from other problems apart from the filing. But any coin which has had rim filing is always a details grade, so watch out for those when you buy coins, to make sure that it's one that is possible to grade. It's a shame because it is a nicely presented coin, but this coin will still have a pretty good value even as a details grade. There's lots of people who want coins of this type which have enough detail on them to be recognized, because there's quite a few worn out ones. I would never go for a really worn out version of that coin. I think it's pretty ugly, but ones that have a lot of details on are really nice. Some of the other older coins, we've got a guinea, 1798 guinea, which got AU53. Any AU guinea is a pretty good result. We've got an 1827 in AU55, and that coin is pretty good because 1827 can be a slightly more difficult year to get hold of, and everybody likes collecting pre-Victoria sovereigns, so that's one of my favourite periods as well. So you've got George IV, 1827, he was on the throne up to 1830, and then William IV took over for a few years, but very nice to see those. Okay, so this one I think is pretty spectacular. It's got a blue first releases label, so you can either have first releases or early releases if you get the coins in the first 30 days. You may remember this from an earlier video. This is the one with the micro engraving on the O of 007. You remember I compared it to the 1 ounce coin, which has a kind of a marbly kind of surface, doesn't have the micro engraving at all. It's still very nice, but this is the enhanced production coin. It got a 70. It's a very beautiful coin. Those are doing really, really well in the secondary market. Great denomination, 2 ounces of gold, one of my favorite coins of the year. I really, really like that. Next one I want to show you is an 1845 sovereign, and unusually this is one that came back in not even in a slab. They took a look at the surface of this coin, and they're not very helpful, to be honest, but they put, if they're suspicious of the surface, maybe it's been smoothed or whizzed, or I don't know, if they're not sure of the surface of the coin, and it looks pretty good on that side, but if they're not sure, they won't put it in a slab at all. They won't even put it in a detail slab. So I picked a few of the more interesting ones. There'll be more of these kind of videos. People have responded very favourably to this format, where rather than showing you everything in a box, I'm showing you just the things that maybe tell a story or I find interesting. I'll continue to do that. Let me know what you think of the format. If you watched the NUC tech video, then apologies that it wasn't something I'd normally do, but if you liked it, also let me know, and I may produce more tech videos at some stage.